to this video. Today I want to share with you a lesson and a huge aha moment I had just yesterday. As we're approaching 2021, the big marketing tactics are going to be new year, new you. But here's the thing, and let's get real for a minute. 2020 was not a year anybody could have planned, but hopefully you took the time, or you had a lot of realizations, a lot of self-awareness this year to realize maybe some inner demons you need to deal with. Maybe it's overcoming the self-sabotage or the doubt or whatever it is you're doing that you're holding yourself back from who you want to be. And this comes down to your finances, your health, your wealth, who you are in business or at work and in your relationships. It's all on you. So what I want to help you with today, and this was a huge aha moment I had with myself yesterday. I got to a point and I was like, you know what, I'm forecasting 2021. I'm creating that vision for next year where I want to be financially and with my business and professionally, personally, all the different areas of life. But I had this realization, and that's what I want to share with you today. And this is what I'm offering you to do the exact same. Because if you don't sit down and you don't get real with yourself right now about what's not working in your life, 2021 is going to be the exact same experience for you as this year. And that's just reality. If you don't change anything about yourself, if you don't change anything within your mindset and your thoughts and your beliefs and the actions that you take, if you don't change emotionally and get out of those addictive, negative patterns that you've created, you're literally living from yesterday. You are recreating today and tomorrow from your old patterns and habits. And how the only way you can truly have a new year, new you, is by changing the fundamentals, which comes back to you. So what I want you to do, which is what I did, so because I'm so visual, you need to see it pen to paper. And I literally, I'm not a good drawer, but I sat down and I drew 2 stick figures. So I drew, and what I wrote above it was the old self. So just like this, and if you're watching the video, you'll see this. Otherwise, if you're just listening, do this. So simply draw 2 stick figures. I drew a line between them so I can see in plain sight. This is on the left is my old self. On the right is my new self. This is where you have to get brutally honest with yourself. This is when you have to take inventory. You have to do self-reflection and become so aware of what's not working for you within your old self so that you can rewrite your new self, so that you can step into, you don't even have to wait for January 1st, so that you can step into the rest of this day or tomorrow and you start showing up as this new you, so that your health is where you want it, so your finances are where you want it, your relationships and everything else is in your life. You're living what you want instead of daydreaming about it. So I had to get real with myself, and it was like, okay, I want you to do this too. Who am I currently being that's not working for me? And I had to be, guys, this is honest, and I'm sharing it with you because being vulnerable and transparent is key in order to make change. You have to be honest with yourself. So my old self, I'm impatient. I sit in self-doubt. I teeter between self-doubt and I can do this, and I go back and forth. This is constant battle. So I sit in doubt. And, at times I feel scarcity, especially I have multiple streams of income, and due to 2020, they have definitely not been what I'm used to. And so that got me stuck in some scarcity mindset. Who else am I being? At times, I can be really angry. I can have, just the impatience leads to anger. Who else am I being in this old self that I'm not proud of? Maybe, do you procrastinate? Procrastination is a huge one holding you back from your goals. What else do you do? Are you scrolling on social media? Are you constantly judging and comparing? Those will kill you. So judging, comparison, this is where they say this is the thief of joy is comparing yourself to others. Because here's the thing, You're on your own path. Only compare yourself to others as a mentor or a light, that is possible for you too. But do not judge where you are compared to where they are, because you're on different paths. So what else in your old self? Maybe do you overeat? Do you sit and sulk? Are you sad? Are you lonely? Are you lazy? Write down all the things that aren't working for you. And then now that we're looking into our new self, and now it's like, okay, who do I want to be? More importantly, who do I need to be in 2021? How can I step into my future reality? What does that Heather look like? What does that look like for you? And that's where you have to get really clear. Okay, the person that I want to be, the health that I have, the financial place that I'm at, where I'm at personally and professionally, and whatever else it is that I want, how does that person show up in life? And this is where you get real. So that new person shows up, they are energetic and optimistic, and they are showing up in life. So, what does that look like for you? They are happy. And how else does that person show up? So that person would show up abundant. Rather than procrastinate and whatever, they would be focused. Maybe you would feel a sense of balance or alignment. Write out these words. Write out whatever resonates with you. Write out, if you could look at yourself 1 year from now, how proud you would be of yourself that you actually showed up and you did it. The new self would have to be consistent, right? You can't do things sometimes and get desired results. So look at the difference between this old self and this new self. The old self, who you're currently being, impatient, maybe doubt, scarcity, angry, procrastinate, judging, comparison, depressed, lonely, anxious, whatever those traits are. But this new self is showing up as energetic, optimistic, happy, abundant, focused, aligned, consistent. And then what you have to do is map this out. What does this look like? Is it about having a morning routine? Is this about mentorship, accountability, hiring a coach? Because you don't know what you don't know. And that's something I've done for myself for many years now. I've heavily invested in myself financially, taking courses, having coaches, being a part of a mastermind. Investing in yourself has the greatest returns. And so, what else does this look like? Does this look like you're showing up and you're going to the gym first thing every morning, or you're waking up and you're doing yoga, or you're journaling? This is about the difference between your old self and this new self is choice. The difference between these two is awareness and being intentional with your life. I want 2021 to be different for you. I want 2021 to be your best year yet. And in order for you to live that and experience it and embody it, you've got to write out what that new you looks like. You have to be so clear. And now these are all the thoughts, right? And what I've taught before, and I'll teach you again right now, is that this is a cycle. Your thoughts create your emotions and feelings, which lead to the actions you take or inaction, and ultimately your results, sending you back where you don't want to be. So now when you're having higher vibe thoughts, when you're having high level thoughts of affirmations, I am capable, I am worthy, I can do this, I am focused, I am aligned, whatever those are for you, perfect. But affirmations aren't enough. You've got to not only say it and think it, you have to feel it. And when you create this high level energy, this high vibe of, yes, I can do this. I am optimistic. I am abundant. That is literally your natural birthright. And when you become aware that all the suffering you've experienced is self-imposed, You take your power back. This is when you can step in and say, no more. No more am I going to be lazy. No more am I going to be negative. And a lot of this has to do with your environment. Maybe it's time to let go of some toxic relationships or set clearer boundaries, because you've got to be the best you, and you've got to let go of these traits and environment and people that aren't a part of this picture. So I'm excited for you. 2021 is going to be your best year yet, but you've got to do the work. You've got to get super clear on who you're being and who you want to become. And this is choice. This is daily repetition. Just like building a muscle, you have to go in and you have to do those curls every day. And you do that by being intentional, by being focused, by choosing not to hit the snooze button, by choosing to get a coach or a mentorship or that online course and doing the work. You've got to map it out yourself. And that's how you will end this next year feeling alive and on top of the world, because you did what you said you were going to do. You showed up as this new person. You showed up aligned and consistent, and you did the work. And as I teach and share that this cycle, we are magnetic beings at our core. The thoughts you put out are an energetic electric frequency. The emotions you have and embody are the magnetic force pulling these manifestations and your life experiences back to you. So when you let go of this dark cloud and you step into this sunny, bright new you are literally putting out these higher frequency thoughts, and you feel better, right? You feel optimistic. You feel on point. You feel unstoppable. That is going to attract and pull back to you completely different experiences. I really hope this lesson meant a lot to you. I hope it is so clear and that you want to sit down and do the work. Sit down and draw your own diagram. Get clear on who you were being and who you want to become, and then own it, step into it, and live it, and watch your entire life change before you. Thanks for tuning in to today's mindset lesson. If you haven't yet, I offer a free training on my website, heatherhakes.com, totally free, but it's to help you to stay on point and stay on track. So again, visit heatherhakes.com and opt into my free training. I'll catch you on the next video.